Greetings, greetings, magnificent beings. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is truly a miracle to have a human incarnation and an interesting blessing to be born and live at interesting and complicated times. So there's always a reason and there's always a silver lining. So here we are, continuing September as a yoga month, looking at some of the lesser known practices of yoga. Topic today is the fifth limb of classical Ashtanga or eight-limbed yoga. And in Sanskrit, this limb is called pratyahara. And it's often translated as withdrawal of the senses. But over the years, as I've been pondering and teaching this concept and imbibing it more deeply for myself, I'm right now preferring the translation of redirection of the senses. And I'll tell you why. The idea is that our sense organs, which are essentially extensions of our brain coming out through our eyes, ears, tongue, nervous system, and so on, this is the brain going out into the world to gather information. Is there danger? Is there safety? What's beautiful and moving? Is the temperature hot, cold? Is this edible or poisonous? So we're sending the sense organs out to gather information about our world and to then input that information and make executive decisions about what to do with that information. And we tend to live in a society where there's a lot of pushes and pulls grappling for our attention. Take, for example, advertising, looking outside ourselves to make ourselves feel better, comparing ourselves to others. These are all ways that our senses and our consciousness is being pulled outwards, outward flowing mental modifications. The process of yoga is a process of involution, of returning to our true, inviolable nature, our beautiful self. So, we're going through a process with techniques and tips and tricks to turn back inside so that we can tap into that beautiful oasis and wellspring of self. So, redirecting the senses to rest them. So we do need the senses to go outwards. It's not a bad thing, it's a very good thing. However, we also need to be able to draw them in, to rest them, to recharge them, and also to fast them a little bit, to give them a rest from the constant eating and absorbing. So you may have heard or know yourself, or maybe heard me mention that in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, which is concerned very much with purifying the physical body and health, digestion is supreme. It's not just what we eat, it's what we digest, how we assimilate, how we absorb nutrients, and then what we eliminate. And all of those things need to be beautifully balanced. So, we all know about eating food and digesting food, but you may not always think about the fact that we are also absorbing and digesting through our senses. So, what are we reading? Who are we spending time with? How does the news make you feel? How does a sunset make you feel? How does taking time to really enjoy your meal and to really listen to a loved one speak about their experience, to absorb it without interrupting? Just a few examples. So, to respect our senses and to feed them beautiful things, and also to rest them or take them inside so that they can recharge and restore themselves. So that's one aspect. And what we're going to do in our embodiment today is we're going to use points of the body as focus. Because if we're concentrating and gently, we're not pushing a concentration or trying to grab something and really squeeze it and hold it so we never lose it. That actually works against the principle because then we brace, we harden, we contract, and we're not flowing with the universal energies, the prana, the chi, the ki. So we're going to concentrate gently on different parts of the body because when we're focusing on something, we can't focus on other things. So we choose positive and settling foci in order that we can draw our senses inward. So sometimes we will use the positions of the eyes, which is called drishti, and we'll use one drishti today, gazing gently at the tip of the nose. Now remember, it's not going cross-eyed, that's too much effort, but just a gentle, soft gazing towards the tip of the nose. It just pulls some of the energy out of the brain, which we often get thinky, tend to get energy coming up and destabilizing our center. So we want to bring it down. So let's get into the concentration on different parts of the body. And as always coming back to first principles, posture, breath, and intention. Take a moment to notice where your energy is. And if you don't know and that scares you a little bit, that's okay. That's where your energy is. Just, oh, it's interesting. I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know what to say about that. So that feeling is already a good answer, perfect answer. And notice how your breath is at the moment, not changing anything. Notice if anything has resonated so far or not resonated. Just kind of checking in, checking in. And look at your feet. Really look at your feet and smile at your feet. Don't whine or complain about your feet. That draws energy, that sends energy away from our center. But love your feet, appreciate them. They're your feet, they take you through your life, and they've been with you everywhere you've gone. And wiggle the feet a little bit. Start to notice the sensation of the skin on the soles of your feet. Maybe you're wearing socks. Notice the contact of your socks or your slippers or shoes. Notice the feeling. Notice the movement if you wiggle your toes, if you roll your heels or push with your heels, if you roll your feet to the outer edges or roll them to the inner edges. And let your attention go into your feet. So we're already redirecting our senses, our feeling, and our sight, our touch. Maybe your feet smell. You can add some smell. There you go. So smell, and hearing. Maybe you've got crackling in your bones. All lovely ways to notice the senses and to bring them into the present moment. Don't you agree we often spend time in the past or in the future? So regret can be in the past or rehashing memories. Anxiety or worry can be in the future. But we're using our senses to redirect us back into this present moment, which is really all we have. And notice now your sit bones in the seat. Notice if you're on a hard surface or a yielding surface or something partway in between. And rock very effortlessly from one sit bone to the other to deepen your connection to your internal sensation. Notice what you feel and let that be beautiful and desirable. And then let your hips settle in your seat. Let's bring our hands to our low belly to feel the contours of our belly. And now we're going to bring ourselves into taking our senses into our breath. Feel your hands on your belly. Maybe they're warm, maybe they're cool. Feel the softness or the firmness of your belly and love it. And let's exhale with a soft sigh. And notice there's a natural drawing in of the belly, bringing your hands with it. When it's time to inhale, draw the breath in and let your belly swell and touch your hands. Exhale, sigh. Let the belly draw in, the hands follow. Inhale, expand the belly gently. Feel the plumping into your hands. And let your breath gently continue in and out through the nose, soft, smooth, expansive. Let's bring our hands to the back of our body, not always a place that we're as connected with, but we're bringing our awareness back in. So redirecting our senses. Let's hold the small of the waist, or if it's more comfortable for you, the sacrum. If it's comfortable for you, you can go up a little bit higher. So essentially, we're in the small of the waist, kidney, sacral zone. And take a moment to feel the contact of your hands touching your body. And as we inhale, plump and expand the breath into the back of the body so you feel a plumping into your palms. And exhale, let that gently relax. And allow this to be effortless, just using enough energy to make the connections and to experience some pleasure, some enthusiasm, some comfort and ease. And now relax the hands. And we'll do just a little bit to expand the chest and to bring our awareness into the chest. If you've been having any experience of constricted breathing, or maybe worry or sadness has infiltrated your soma, your combination of mind, body, spirit, this is a lovely expansion. So we'll lift the elbows a little bit to the side. And again, we're not overdoing anything. We're conserving and building energy as opposed to spending energy, if you can understand that. So instead of going out, we're going in. So the elbows are gently lifted. On the inhalation, breathe in the sky, expand the chest, and the elbows slightly pull back and the head lifts. Exhale, make a sound. Soft fists and bringing the elbows together, pulling in your belly and curling. As your inhale starts, the hands soften. You breathe in the sky, you make bigger expanse in your chest to receive, and hissing, soft fists, and just a little bit of a squeeze as you round the back. Let's do two more of these. Take your own time. Really go into the feeling. When we move slowly and mindfully, so we can reset our habit patterns. And we'll do one more of these. Drink in that breath and then lightly hiss it out. One more opening. Take your time so that it's almost as though nothing else exists except this flow. Okay, we're doing one more. Invest in it. Bring everything you have into it without tightening. Bring your curiosity, your relaxation, and one more opening. And now simply relax your arms and come to your vertical alignment. You feel your feet, your hips, your breath grow tall through the crown of the head and the lift in the spine. And just sit and smile and notice. Remember when we had our hands on our belly? Continue your hands on your thighs, palms down or up as you wish, and bring your awareness to your belly and feel it from the inside expanding as you inhale and gently relaxing as you exhale. Let your eyes turn downward softly as though you're lightly gazing towards your navel and looking at it, smiling, like a loving mother or father looks at their beloved child, or how you look at your beloved. And this is a form of nyasa, where we take our awareness and or our eyes. This is inner vision, drishti, where we look on the inside, and where we look on the outside, soft eyes when we're gazing, and soft eyes when we're gazing internally. So where is the seer looking? You are the seer. Where are we looking? We're looking a little bit at the belly. Let's stand up for a moment if you wish to stand up, or you can continue seated. And we'll do a little bit, a very simple flow. You may have done it before, which means then that it's already a little bit familiar in your neuromuscular system. And what's nice about that familiarity is then we can go deep. We can go deep into different layers of narrative or poetry or meaningful movement. So we're standing with our feet connected to the earth. We're tall. We feel our connection to the great universal energy. And we're very much in this present moment. We feel the soles of our feet. And another way to get present, just keep your hands here, is to turn the head gently and look. And we've talked about soft eyes, so simply look and take in your surroundings, take in what is here. This takes us away from any thinking that might pull us into the past or the future or into a fantasy world, a world of illusions, and see what's here. Now, in these trying times, we're often a little bit amped up in our nervous system. So, a simple way to downregulate the nervous system and to settle the self is to lovingly brush or caress the arm. You can do one arm a couple of times as though you're guiding the energy down. Might be nice to do this in tandem with an exhalation, and you're soothing yourself. And let's do that. We did about three. Let's do about three on the other side. And today we're moving slowly because it's in that slowness, in the art of the pause, in the art of changing our rhythm, we may become more aware. We're slowing down, and this is where we can interrupt or choose to shift habituated patterns. And notice how you feel. So we're going to turn the palms over, and as we exhale, we lightly tamp down on the ground with the hands, imagining that you're pressing lightly. On the inhalation, we start to bring the energy up through the legs, the palms face the chest, and then start to rotate away so that we lightly press up against the sky and feel this beautiful stretch of your whole being. That's all we're going to do. So exhale, it's not all, but get the movements first. We're coming down, and here the hands are just pressing down. Let that coordinate with your breath. As we inhale, we're starting to bring the palms to face the heart, and then they start to rotate away and press up. And exhale, we bring this wisdom to the heart. So I've changed it slightly into the heart, facing the heart. And as we complete the exhalation, the hands press down. So the hand movement is coming up to face the heart, then passing the throat and head and reaching up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we bring that beautiful gift into the heart. And then the hands start to face the ground. So here we go. Exhale. It's up to you how little or how much you acknowledge the earth, how deep you go. Inhale, lift to the heart, and then up to the sky. Exhale, let the blessings rain down. Gift them to yourself through your hands. Let them continue through your body, down into the earth. Inhale, palms bring the earth energy up through your legs, feeding into the heart to deepen your love and compassion, and up to the sky. So now make this your own. Exhale, the blessings rain down, gift the heart, and touch the earth. Inhale, the earth blessings rise up through you, nurturing the heart, and continue up to connect to the sky. Let this slow down in whatever way is meaningful for you, and you're going deep. It doesn't mean you have to bend over deeply. You're going deep inside. Feel your feet. Notice the texture and temperature of the air. Notice any sensations in your muscles. Notice any emotions that might be flowing. And there's space for all of it. Let's do two more. Inhale. Can you feel the flow of energy? Can you feel the pleasure of moving? Smooth, conscious breathing. One more time to lift up, touch the sky, step the feet together, bring the palms together. Take another breath in and exhale. Draw a beam of light down to rest in front of the heart for a moment. And then sliding the hands down and folding the thumb and index fingers, standing tall and relaxed. And we're going to come to sitting to do a final exercise in pratyahara. And this is called Brahmari, or the humming bee, the female humming bee. So just practice humming. And find a nice tone, find a nice pitch. You might be higher or lower than me. Get that little bit of buzzing going, maybe in your throat, in your skull. And we're going to use that humming with a hand position. What we're going to do is 3 of these once you've learned it, and then sit quietly for a moment. So the hand position is you'll eventually put your thumbs to plug your ears, but don't do that right away. Now, I do know people with shoulder issues, so if that's you, just use your fingers to press your ears shut and close your eyes. If you're comfortable lifting your elbows a little bit without strain, you might put your index fingers on the forehead, second and third fingers, or middle and fourth fingers over the eyes, pinky fingers just to the sides of your nostrils. So you're covering up the sense organs, although you're not plugging your nose because then we wouldn't be able to breathe. And we're closing the hearing. So these are closing the gates of perception. And before you close your ears completely, the inhalation is simple, gentle, filling the belly, and we're humming on the exhalation. Do 3 of these on your own timing, then lower your hands down and sit quietly for a few moments. So let's begin. Take a breath in, close off the ears. Savor the fruits of your Brahmari practice. Notice how you're feeling. Let any sense of calm, of balance, of being really in this moment, of having your senses redirected into the present moment and into your embodiment. Allow these to expand through every part of your body and take this feeling tone with you throughout the rest of your day and evening. I thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you at the next Movement Medicine Morsels. Bye for now, beautiful people. Take care.